Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, wherever you may be. How are you today? It is Phil from Phil's Corner, your host as ever, always, and we are here today to once again talk about the FIFA World Cup, the 2026 World Cup. What an amazing tournament it has been so far. This, ladies and gentlemen, is your state of the World Cup. There are no matches today. All of our matches shall begin, well, not all of them. Our first match shall begin tomorrow. The second one shall begin after that on Wednesday. But we have had a good time so far. And this State World Cup, we're just going to look at the four remaining teams, how we got here, and, what to look ahead as we go to the road to New York, New Jersey, whatever, New York, New Jersey, because it's the same thing, apparently. First and foremost, we're gonna talk of the heavyweight favorite, the favorites to win it all. Vive la France! France, well, they are doing fantastically well so far. They demolished Sweden and edged past Paraguay in the quarters. Round of 32, they demolished Sweden. Uh, Round of 16, Paraguay, and quarterfinals, they took down the Moroccans 2-0. It was 3-0 Sweden, 1-0 Paraguay. That was their trickiest match, and Morocco didn't really give them much of a fight. And then 2-0. Kylian Mbappe is continuing his fantastic World Cup run. I think he has like 20. Mbappe, I think, has 20 goals in 20 World Cup games. That is phenomenal. He's he is probably the best World Cup performer of all time, pound for pound, so far in his young career. It's hard to argue against that. He's never finished anything lower than a final in the World Cup. Like let that sink in. Every World Cup he's been to, he's only been to three so far. This is being his third, but the previous two, he has finished in the final. He has scored four goals in World Cup finals as well. Dang, I, at this point, he's a one-man team. Also, it would seem, but France have a really good team. But Michael Olise has five assists. Man, that is crazy. I think the tournament record is eight. So he's not. I think he can do it. He has two more matches, guaranteed two more matches to do so. But I mean, normally for the third and fourth place playoff, you tend to use some of your fringe players a bit. But there's definitely have a good chance. Um, Going on to their opponents, Spain, España. They have had some very good teams so far. They've had some very good competition, I should say, so far. In terms of some of the teams that they have faced, or well, you'd think that they would have had some good teams. They shut out Austria and Portugal. They have the record for longest clean sheet or longest time before conceding goals. Does in Unai Simon in this tournament, and yeah, beating Austria 3-0 as well as Portugal 1-0, ending the hopes and dreams of Cristiano Ronaldo. Thank you, GOAT. And 2-1 against Belgium. Sonny Lemans, unfortunately, dropping the ball, literally and figuratively, in that game. Spain are going to be very, very resilient defensively, as has been their monarch for the whole tournament. The last time these two teams played, Spain and France, let's forget, ended 5-4 at the Euros in favor of Spain. But at some point, I think that was in Spain or red hot. At some point, they were 4-0 up. France it's really a light switch team. Like one moment they're really good, next moment they can be crap, then they're really good again. Legit, it happens all the time with them. It can be in the exact same game. That whole roller coaster thing, it can be in one game. So it's gonna be an interesting game between those two teams. That match is going to come to us again in Dallas, Texas, or Arlington, Texas, I guess. You know, whatever. That's going to be at 3 p.m. on Tuesday. Indoor venue. So it should be conditions should be great for a belting game of football. I think it probably goes to the French. Now, moving on to the next team, England. England have really been survivalists in this tournament. They have not had it. Spain and France have had it easy in as they've moved as they've been moving through the stages. England and Argentina as well, but especially England, not so much their own way. They really had to work hard. 2-1 against Congo in the round of 32. Harry Kane really saved them from an embarrassing early exit. Then the round of 16, losing out to the Mexicans. Mexico really were they were the slight favorites. They were playing at the Azteca, never lost at Azteca in the World Cup before this game, and the altitude, the heat, and they had the man advantage as well. They were able to survive, and they survived against Norway as well. Jude Bellingham stepping up in that game, keeping um not Hurricane, Erling Holland as quiet as they could. Again, defensive resilience is going to be the name of the game for the English. No, Jude Bellingham has been. I think outside of Mbappe and Messi, I believe Jude has been the player of the tournament. He is a generational talent. I don't think anyone can dispute that. But they really they've really relied on him. I think they relied on him more so than Kane for the majority of the games. Kane has been tremendous for them. Don't get me wrong. They both have 6 goals, and each of them have been important for the English. Yeah, without their contributions, they've been going on. But I think Jude has been a little bit more clutch. Like in all the games he's played, I think he's played well in every game so far. I don't think. I think even in the game, he didn't score against DR Congo, but he could have had a hat trick. He was really excellent in the game. I don't think Kane has played that well against Norway, but he looked a bit leggy. Maybe he was carrying a knock. But they survived, and they shall face Argentina, who have gotten here by surviving 3-2 against Cape Verde. Surviving, really, that was in round of 32 against Cape Verde. In the round of 16, really having to pull out some of that black magic to get past the Egyptians at 3-2. And then finally 3-1 after extra time, just like Cape Verde against Switzerland. Again, some black magic working there. There's this narrative around Argentina. We're not going to focus too much on that, really, but right now we're just going to look at how well they have done because they have a superstar, an ultra star, a mega star, a universal all-time great player. Lionel Messi has 8 goals in this World Cup and a few assists as well. He's just been tremendous, man. Everything good going on in Argentina is going around Messi, and this is like you can't say the same for when you look at how bad Portugal played and just how in the end I do feel like Ronnie held them back. Without without Messi, Argentina is not going to go that far. I genuinely believe so. However, not just the fact that of how he's playing, but it's like he's lifting them up to in a way to a standard, which is forcing them, I feel, to play even better than they could be. So I think Argentina doing tremendously, and they're in prime position against the English. I can see, yeah, definitely can't go either way. This is gonna be on Wednesday, 3 p.m. at is Mercedes-Benz Arena in Atlanta, another indoor stadium. I think this one goes the way of the English. I really, really do. It's time. It is time, and right now, okay, just looking real quick at the state of the Golden Boot race, the ones who are capable of continuing the run and Golden Boot now. Spain doesn't really have any players there. Been more of like goals coming from everywhere, team efforts. Lamine only has 1 goal himself. I think the top scorer is probably Oyazabal. I think does he have 3? I know Marino has 2. He's gotten winners in the past 2 games for them. Um, Fabian Ruiz also got his first goal competition in last game. Yeah, Spain really spread the sugar, spread the wealth. That's the type of team that they are. When you look at the other teams, Messi and Mbappe for Argentina and France are leading them with 8 goals. The next closest ones to them are, as mentioned before, Harry Kane and Jude Bellingham. Ooh, if am I right to say that the amount for almost every goal England have scored in this competition? Declan Rice, I'm sure, scored a goal before. They scored the Declan Rice score. If you look back on every goal that England have scored in this competition, have they? Has it just been Kane and Bellingham? No one else scored for the English. When we look, yeah, looking back at the road which has traveled here, right? So DR Congo's Kane, Mexico. Who scored against? Actually, I can't tell you who scored against Mexico. Yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is, Bellingham and Kane both have 6 goals, and Bellingham and Kane are both really, really, really good players. Yeah, Bellingham and Kane scored against Mexico too. Yeah, ended 3-2, of course. And Bellingham scored twice, and Kane had a penalty. Well, these those two, man, take them out of this team, and who knows where the English are? Who knows where the English are? Good, big ups to Bellingham and big ups to Kane. Just gonna run through the entirety of their group because I'm now 2-0 win. Bellingham and Kane again against Panama. It's crazy. Ghana and the 0-0. Croatia ended 4-2. Oh, Rashford. Yeah, Rashford scored. so, so, of the 13 goals, England of England's 13 goals, 12 have been scored by Jude Bellingham and Harry Kane. This is, well, they're gonna need everything they can to go past the Argentines. Probably need more help as well. I'm gonna give it to. I do think win that game, but anyway, we're gonna see on the day. We're gonna come back later on and talk about it when the time comes. For now, that has been the current state of the World Cup. Goal of the World Cup, I would say so far. There's been some crackers. I think Cabral's goal has to be number one, just because of what it meant to Cape Verde and how it looked like. Ahmad scored a beauty for Ivory Coast as well. Alvarez scored a pretty good goal. Nusa scored a very good goal. There have been some beautiful goals. I think it has to be Cabral still. That goal was tremendous. And well done to just well done to Belgium. Well done to Kevin De Bruyne for going as far as they did. I didn't see them going that far, but they will have been pretty good in this competition. If Lamens was on it on that day, who knows what could have happened against the Spanish if it went to extra time, even penalties. And let's hope for no penalties as we continue just have quick, good game. Let's hope for more fast-paced, intense games. I think that's what we're going to get from England and Argentina. We'll see what Spain and France has to offer for us. But yes, folks, that is going to be it for today's show. Thank you so very much for watching. Thank you and for staying to the end. If you liked the content, do not forget to like the video on the channel. Subscribe to the channel as well, also, if please, and thank you. And don't forget to share and comment on the video. Also, it all means a lot to the channel and goes a long way. But thank you so very much again for watching, guys. Until next time, have a wonderful rest of your day. God bless you. Happy Monday. Bye bye.